Hey, what's up? It's your girl Neek, and you're tuned in to Neek at Night. Okay, so tonight I'm going to be talking about this whole De'Ara and Ken cheating situation. They put a video up on their YouTube channel explaining the incident and how everything went down. I talked about this earlier before they put their video up. First and foremost, I live in California. I live an hour away from LA, which is where a lot of the celebrities live, hang out, party, all of that. First and foremost, I can attest to these celebrities. You can't put nothing past them. I done had conversations amongst myself and my peers of encounters that we've had with certain people. And I'll be the first person to tell you, these people do some crazy things that you wouldn't expect a quote unquote celebrity to do. So when it comes to De'Ara and Ken, they have 4 million followers on their YouTube channel. So at this point, they are in the celebrity category. And at the end of the day, he's still a man at the end of the day. And also at the end of the day, he's also still young. Before I press play on this video, I'm going to give you guys a disclaimer. Number one, I'm going to give my honest thoughts on what I think as I'm watching it. Number two, I think they are an amazing couple, and I admire the brand that they have built and how far they have come, and I think that that is really dope. But back to number one, if I see something that I don't agree with, or if I see something or a point that I'm going to make, I'm going to give my honest opinion. So to the 12, 13, and 14-year-olds who don't understand the concept of relationships, they can't spot and detect bullshit, I'm going to call it. If it's bullshit, I'm going to call it. If they made a valid point, I'm going to call it. And I'm going to go onto this video and I'm going to react. And let's see what they got to say.
So, in other words, somebody put out information that alluded to me cheating on De'Ara, right?
Beautiful old me.
They put out all this information, emails, and all kind of FaceTime calls, and all of this different information, right? So,
on my birthday.
On her birthday.
Them putting this out on her birthday was kind of shady, and but also on one flip side of it, them putting this out on her birthday was really jacked up. But on the other flip side of it, when news people get stuff, and this is a T drama page that posted this, when news and media get things, they want to be the first to post the content. So if they got the content on her birthday, that's when they're going to post the content. So, I mean, it's hecka jacked up that it went and everything surfaced on her birthday. But I understand, like, if that's when it came, that's when it came. So I don't fault them. But hey, let me finish watching.
All this information seemed to come from February, I think. The emails, right? The emails, whatever. We're going to start from the beginning.
Okay.
Start from the very
We're going to give y'all a timeline, time frame. First things first. When I speak to the girl on the phone, I spoke to her on the phone. First thing I asked her, I was like, okay, how did you and Ken meet? She said he approached me, he DM'd me. Pretty much, he DM'd me, like, first. I was like, okay, so how did y'all meet? Where did y'all meet anywhere? She's like, oh, we met at the mall. I was like, okay, did y'all ever talk to each other at the mall? She told me no. I was like, okay, so... And when the whole situation went down, I noticed that the girl followed Ken, but Ken didn't follow her. And with that being said, Ken has 1.9 million followers and has a whole bunch of
I'm going to pause her right there. Okay, so she said that the girl followed him, but he didn't follow her. That don't validate that he didn't mess with this girl. That just means that he covered his tracks, because if I follow her and there is suspicion, it's going to be an automatic verification that something was going on if I follow her as well. It's not hard to keep in contact with somebody that you don't follow. I got friends that I don't follow them on social media because some of them don't have social media. Does that mean we don't have a way of contacting each other via phone number, via text message, via WhatsApp, or whatever other app there is to communicate? But hey, let's carry on.
DMs from all these guys and everybody else.
So, first what I want to iterate is that I respond to a lot of DMs.
Me too. I respond to a lot of
DMs. So this is just one of those DMs, right? Casual DM. Hey, Ken. Right?
That's what she said.
That's what she said. right? So we just went into a simple conversation. Turned to her having a boyfriend, to her and her boyfriend having issues. So I'm thinking, of course, I have a girlfriend. I can give advice, right? That's what it led to. But here's where I was mistaken, right? So me knowing Dier, I knew she would get mad with this kind of conversation, right? That was my mistake from hiding it from Dier. So in me, either way.
I'm gonna bring that back before I comment. I'm gonna bring that back. Hold up. Let me bring that back. Let's go back.
So me knowing Dier, I knew she would get mad with this kind of conversation, right? That was my mistake from hiding it from Dier. So in me, either way, in me.
Okay, so you're having a innocent conversation with a female, and you hid it from your girlfriend because you knew that she would get mad. I'm gonna hold what I have to say and continue.
Trying to hide it from Dier, this is how it transitioned to the email. Mind you, there was only friendship, period. Never nothing past that, no physical contact.
So we need to address that. We need to address that. You never kissed the girl.
Nothing.
You never had sex with the girl. It was nothing physical. It was none of that. It was just talking.
There was just conversation. Friendly conversation. Like,
on your part.
Just to reiterate, Dier seen the emails.
Yes.
Okay, so if they were having friendly conversation and it's just purely friendly conversation, at what point do you hide friendly conversation from your mate? And they have up on this screen emails, and they said that the whole situation went from DMs on Instagram to emails. So if you guys are having friendly conversation, why do you need to, number one, hide it from your girlfriend? Then number two, contact her on a separate means of communication, number two. And then while you're thinking about that, I'm going to go away from this video for a second, and I'm going to pull up the definition of cheating. Let's see what the definition of cheating is. Let me go to the Urban Dictionary because they might have a spicier definition and a more, realistic definition when it comes to this situation. The Urban Dictionary says when one person has a significant other and performs any type of intimate act with another person. So if you're in a relationship with somebody, if you do anything, it doesn't have to be sexual. It does not have to be sexual to define it as cheating. If you do anything that you are not comfortable doing in front of your significant other, and if you do anything that you hide from your significant other, that's cheating. So let me continue on to this video, and hopefully they're truthful about the situation because, like I said, I admire what they have accomplished, and I think that it's very dope. But if you're going to make a video, be honest about the situation because that's only going to make people like myself, the 12-year-olds, they're impressionable. They're going to believe anything that you say. You say, oh, this is what it was. They not going to see through the BS and call BS for BS. But a person like me who know how relationships work and I have a realistic expectation on situations, I'm going to call it. So hopefully in this video, they are honest. So let me go back to the video to hopefully see them being honest about this situation.
Real emails. Dier, and just to say that I didn't show Dier the emails. Dier found these emails on her own.
Yeah.
Dier found them on her own because you hid them.
Dier found these emails on her own.
Yeah, I was a detective.
That's how we got.
She was a detective. Right?
And this was in January. Nothing happened in February.
So in the FaceTime call, okay, you and her were on. And you said 2 months ago that 2 months ago was in January.
The FaceTime call happened in March.
Right.
Right. Then now we getting the timeline together, right? So now we can go into just friendly conversation. He was cheating on her. I don't condone that at all, but he was cheating on her, right? From there, I started kept giving her more advice, how to move forward with it, all of that good stuff, right? So from there, I guess she took my kindness for more than what it was, and she started to come on to me, right? Try to lead me into certain things, right? Which is to the point, when I shut it down, I never tried to hide anything, right? Dier just stumbled across it.
Mm-hmm.
You never tried to hide anything, but you hid the emails. You didn't show your significant other. She found them, but you didn't try to hide it. The girl came on.
Found the emails, and of course she was pissed at me. She had every right to be, right?
I was so mad. So yeah, we're not gonna go into details, but yes, I was pissed off when I was seeing the emails for myself because I felt like it was more than what I know now. And then for the simple fact that it was like you were hiding this from me, so it was like.
And just to reiterate, I never had to hide this from her. I just chose to. So
yeah, you didn't have to.
I never had to. I chose to.
Okay, then why'd you hide it?
I wouldn't have.
Correct.
But why would she get mad at him talking friendly to another?
So I wasn't honest with myself
get that.
nor De'Ara in this kind of situation, right?
They have fans. She said that she opens up her emails. She comments back to fans. He comments back to fans. Why would she be mad at him communicating with the fan and giving the fan friendly advice?
Just to reiterate, no physical contact, no kissing.
Yeah, it was none of that. So the emails that I seen, or the emails that she tried to like forward to me, were in what?
Like February, like mid-February.
Like when you look through it, the emails are fake. We're gonna do a whole screen recording so y'all can see how they're fake. Changed the dates, she changed the times, and she changed the subjects, and she changed all of that.
Okay, so I guess right now they're showing you how an email could be faked or changed. The whole thing, though, some of the emails that she posted, they could have very well been changed. But my whole thing is, why did he hide them in the beginning if it was only innocent, friendly advice? Her man was cheating on her. He giving her friendly advice.
And
why would De'Ara get mad at that?
Two names are different. Like one is Ken Walker and one is Kenneth Walker.
Correct.
And another thing that she kind of messed up on is the only email that she emailed Ken from was her iCloud.
Never told her that I wanted her in any kind of way, whether that be physical, mental, anything. I never told her this, ever.
So
Everything
why
I ever
lie?
told her is a friendship type thing.
And why hide it? I mean,
me just saying what's up, super casual things, right? Like I said, I made the mistake of befriending a person behind De'Ara's back and hiding it the way I did to make it look like more than what it was.
Because
right?
either way, I would have.
Either way, De'Ara was gonna get mad, so I tried to avoid that.
Right.
So
confrontation.
That was my mistake. So this.
But why would she get mad over him giving advice, relationship advice, to a fan? The fan is in a whole relationship and he's giving her advice about the man cheating. So why would De'Ara get mad at that to the point where he would have to hide it? That part I'm not getting, and that part's not making sense to me, but I'm going to continue watching and hopefully something makes sense eventually.
So the FaceTime call is a big part.
It's a big part, right?
This quote unquote.
Right. So the FaceTime call happened in March, right? So we already reiterated that the 2 months ago was the initial incident of the real emails. Now, what I confronted her on were the fake emails that she tried to send to my email so that De'Ara can send them.
I mean, I believe that they probably didn't do anything sexual and it didn't get to that level. Now, he already said that, you know, he was giving her relationship advice. And to the point where he also mentioned that she started to come onto him and trying to get him to cheat. If she started to try to come onto you, you are in a relationship. You should have immediately cut off all ties with her. Let her already know that this ain't that type of party. I'm not about to cheat on my girl. I'm not about to like disrespect my woman. This ain't that type of thing. I'm only giving you advice. They showing screenshots of all that other stuff. I want to see screenshots of him putting her in her place for coming on to him when he got a girl and this is not that type of party and he not trying to take it there. I want to see those screenshots. So hopefully that type of stuff comes up. But for now, it's not all the way adding up.
She sent me an email, a screenshot of Ken FaceTiming her like 4 or 5 times, making it seem like it was like, oh, he was calling her, when Ken was only calling her to confront her about sending the fake emails to me.
I thought they was that the idea to confront was for them to do it together.
Came home.
So why?
She's still mad, obviously.
Wait a minute. Okay, so when they first started saying it, they said that they both came up with the idea to FaceTime the girl together. So if the girl screenshotted pictures of Ken FaceTiming her, Wouldn't De'Ara already be aware of those screenshots because they came up with the idea to FaceTime her to get... Let me bring that back.
So I came back home and I told Ken, I was like, FaceTime, because she was sending me emails. She sent me an email, a screenshot of Ken FaceTiming her like 4 or 5 times, making it seem like it was like, oh, he was calling her, da 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 da. When Ken was only calling her
to
at
confront
that point to confront her about sending the fake emails to me to try to start something up again.
Exactly. So this is when De'Ara came home. She's still mad, obviously. And this is when she decided, like, let's FaceTime her, right?
And secreted then when I already knew that he was FaceTime her because I told him to. But the thing
You
she's
knew-
trying to make it seem like is that Ken was FaceTiming her.
You knew that he was FaceTiming her after you busted him. After you busted him, of course you knew. But you didn't know for 2 whole months prior, 2 whole months he was in conversation with a woman and he hid it behind your back.
Blah, 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 blah. And she didn't know she didn't know I was there, and the reason she wasn't showing her face is because
she was recording me.
She was recording. I emailed Shawty. Yeah, okay. So when I see the emails coming through, blah, 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 I was like, okay.
But why does she got your man email in the first place, bro? Like,
she's gonna take the initiative, to take her email and email her from my email, which is
correct.
How she got my email and how, I emailed her. So with that being said, I emailed her that. How I got her number and how I called her and how she knows my number is because I was like, you know what? Let me talk to the girl on the phone, which is where the conversation came in about me speaking to her, asking her how they met, da 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 da.
So however you guys think I was able to send all these emails is beyond me. Number one, I miss you and I want to be with you and all these super long paragraphs.
They're all fake.
They're all fake. Like,
so just to clear that up, all the messages that you see from just the
he said how we think that he was able to send all these emails or hide all these emails from De'Ara. You communicated with this girl for 2 months before De'Ara found out. So clearly, you know what?
Screenshot, not clicked on the message, just a screenshot to say I miss you, all of that is all fake. And if it's not, could you tell her to go back and click on the message and screenshot it? The reason, which is why you told me, but the reason why you felt like she wouldn't have done this is because she had a man, and at the beginning, y'all both were on just
we were friends. It was all casual. She was a cool person. I'm not even gonna say anything bad about her. She was a very cool person. And I never took her as a person that just tried to fabricate all this.
Young girl, because the girl tried to extort us for some money.
Here's the thing. First of all, she tried to release
Hold up.
but she didn't want to put out the part about what she tried to do to us.
Yeah. So at the time, I was in Memphis. I didn't have no intention on meeting her. I asked her on the phone if she wanted to meet up. Just wanted to see what she was going to say. I didn't have no intention on meeting her because I can't do that. But on the way.
You had no intentions to meet up with her, but you asked to meet. She already had this planned, which I believe she probably did already have this plan, but she had no intentions to meet up, but yet she texted the girl and asked the girl if she wanted to meet up.
Her number, 901-303. And she texted me. She said, we're going to put this up too, but I'm not going to read it all because y'all can read it on the screen.
Oh, yeah.
So she pretty much said...
Let me pause this. Okay. Let me pause this. Okay. They didn't put this whole girl. I don't think they should have put her whole number out. They should have blocked out her number. But okay. So sister record our FaceTime video and the conversation me and you both had about everything. I feel threatened as if something will happen, although he don't know where I live because we always met up. I feel a certain way about everything. So therefore, I feel like I deserve a fee for defamation for him threatening me and my daughter and doing things the way he did. He is your man, so I'm sure you can relay this message to him. Thanks. Also, my uncle is a police officer and I sent him the message Ken sent me threatening me, and he said I can easily go and press charges on him. Okay, and then this is where they reply, okay, well, I'll be turning everything over to my attorney and she will contact you to discuss.
I'm going to tell you my exact words and then I'll explain it. So when we were texting her, I told her I was going to make her life a living hell. And I said that includes your daughter. Those are my exact words. Never said I was right to say it. I definitely apologize for saying it because the little girl had nothing to do with it. And I feel bad for even saying it. So let's get into that part.
out of anger.
It was purely out of anger, and I definitely apologize. I want everybody to think about, she's already put that out there that we already knew all of this. We already had all of this. Everything y'all seen, we seen. So what was the purpose in putting it out now?
I think the purpose of the girl putting it out is because somebody may have put the battery in her back to do so. But I also feel like Ken had more wrongdoing in this whole involvement than he's admitting to. I think that for him to go behind De'Ara's back and hide emails, he went off of Instagram direct message. He went off of there to a private email to email her, hid those emails from De'Ara. I think that he had more wrongdoing in this whole situation than he's willing to admit to. But I think within the whole friendly advice that he hid from his girlfriend, I think that when the girl realized that he was just giving her the typical gift of gab that these typical niggas give females, I think that at that point, you know, she probably ran this by somebody else and somebody else put the battery in her back to be like, girl, F him. Like, you know, put him on blast. Da, da, da. You know what I'm saying? Because people like to throw around the whole clout word, like, oh, they clout chasing. They trying to chase clout. If she was trying to chase clout, she would have put out her whole info from the beginning. I think that Ken genuinely probably hurt her feelings because I think that he honestly alluded to something more than friends. And that's the reason why he hid it from De'Ara in the first place. Because if he wasn't alluding to something more than friends, it just totally does not make sense to me that he would hide it from De'Ara. It don't make sense. Like, why hide it if it's innocent advice to a fan? I don't get that. And why take it from Instagram to your private email and hide it, and you never showed it to De'Ara. De'Ara found out about it from snooping and being a detective because women got instinct. Women got natural instinct. We know if we dating somebody, we know how, you know, they switch up. They not acting the same. Okay, before you would write emails in front of me. Now you walk into the kitchen writing an email. Now you taking a walk to the mailbox when normally you would do this. You would check the mail together. I mean, it's little simple things that women could catch on to a man doing when he's cheating, which is the reason why she would go into the typical detective mode that a lot of us women have went on. And if he was so innocent and all of this was so extremely fabricated, there would be no need for him to contact her on email at all. That don't make sense to me, and that part still ain't adding up. We 20 minutes in the video, and I still don't have an explanation, and it's still not making sense to me. At the end of the day, I believe that he did not have physical contact with this woman, but I do believe he had intentions to, and before it happened, he got caught. And even though I feel like it's worth it for them to work out, I do believe it will happen again. And it's up to her to decide whether she want to deal with it or not. Because he was on the verge of taking this a step further. When you go to hiding things, you already in the process and being on the verge of taking it a step further. So he got caught this time. He gonna cool out for a little bit. You know, it may be a couple months. It may be 6 months. It may even be a year. But it's going to happen again. And I guarantee you it will happen again. Like, you could tell by the smirk on his face. He thinks he got away with this guy free. And everything is all good. And, you know, as soon as the water's calm, everything is calm, she not, you know, suspecting him of, you know, talking to other women. The heat is on him right now, so he gonna be calm. But I guarantee you, mark my words, I put money on it, it will happen again.
I see comments because I don't think some of you guys understand. I've already knew about this. Like, when she put this out on my birthday, or when all this stuff emerged on my birthday, I already knew months ago, and I was already past it, so I wasn't feeling no type of way.
I was way more upset than she was when I seen it.
And I knew she was gonna try to come out with all of this stuff because she didn't get money for one, which is what she wanted. That was her whole motive.
And we moved past it and just kept doing our thing.
And we moved past it, kept
doing
our thing.
And it probably made her mad.
And she was probably was lurking, and the whole thing behind it was what she wanted was me. She wanted to send these things, whatever, in return me breaking up with Ken. So everything's back on.
Stop wishing everybody break up.
Yeah, stop wishing everybody break up. Stop wishing
Stop fucking
everybody
up.
cheated on just for some time. Like,
and just to say this, I understand how you guys jumped down my throat with all these allegations, because that's exactly what they were. I understand because of the current state of YouTube, with all of the things happening with other couples and everybody breaking up. I understand how you guys tried to come for me just because you thought I was just another one of those.
You are.
So
you are. He is another one of those. He think he got away with this scot-free. I see through it. I done dealt with enough people in my life. He think he got away with this. He think that, you know, the explanation that he has given for this is good. Like, oh, I gave a good excuse for this. And it will happen. It will happen again. You are the same.
we are
fake.
Okay, so I tried to skip through the video to see them exposing her at the end. I guess the part of them exposing her at the end was when they showed the picture of her together with her man at the skating ring. I guess that was it. I'm done with this video. I wish De'Ara and Ken the best, but I see through the BS. I see through it. I'm side-eyeing the whole way through this video. I know it's going to be some 12, 13, 14-year-olds in the comment section who don't grasp the concept of relationships. They have not dealt with men in these circumstances to know the lies that they tell and can see through the BS game and the gift of gab that they have. He did not explain this situation well enough to me to believe that he had no fault in this. I believe that there was something more going on than what he is alluding to. And I think that that is the reason why he hid this in the first place. But to the people who have a sensible grasp on relationships, I invite you to my comment section. Let's talk about it because, yeah. Let's talk about it in the comment section. I don't think that they're going to break up. Of course, they're going to continue on with this DK4L for life. This is their money. This is their brand. And even if he cheated on her and she got solid proof, this is their brand and this is the way that they make money. And they are going to hold on to that brand as long as they can until she gets totally fed up and decides to, you know, carry on her own. And she feels confident enough to carry the brand of her solo on her own, then she'll do so. But it'll happen again. And I don't want to, and I know people going to say like, why you going to wish that on them? Like, why you going to wish for them to be cheating? I dealt with men. I know the traits. I know the stuff that they say. I see firsthand. I see through it. And I wish them the best. I think that they will work it out. Hopefully they will. But down the line, when the heat is not on him as hot, he think he got away with this, and it will happen again. I'm sorry. I just can't be fake in my thoughts and my opinions. I'm sorry. I have to call it like it is. I know it's going to upset people. I know people are going to be, you know, keyboard banging, but it is what it is. All right, guys, that's all for this video. Stay tuned for more celebrity news and gossip and a few reactions. But in order to do that, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button right now. All right, guys.